The South China Sea dispute is a territorial conflict about the islands of Paracel and Spratly. These groups of islands and the general area just south of the Chinese border is being conflicted among several countries, including China, obviously, Taiwan, Malaysia, the Philippines, Vietnam, more recently, Indonesia, as well as being intervened with by several external countries. So why do these countries care so much about this area? The Paracel and the Spratly Islands fall within the conflicted boundaries of these countries' EEZ lines, as well as some shallow reefs. These would be very valuable areas for building military bases and would stretch any country they are owned by's coastline significantly. Also, the surrounding ocean has proved to be full of natural resources such as crude oil, natural gas deposits, and very returning fishing areas. The combination of this and the fact that over $10 trillion worth of shipping goes through the region every year, this kind of makes the aspect of why this is going on a little bit of a dumb question. So when did all of this start? This dispute isn't a recent event. Claims to the area date back to around the 1940s, whenever China's claim to the land and a map they made themselves entitling themselves to almost all of the conflicted vicinity. And, according to some Chinese officials, there is evidence that China used the islands as far back as 300 BC. However, whenever I researched what evidence they referred to, I could not find anything. Due to the tension between the countries rising, the US has moved a guided missile destroyer, or a battleship, to around 1,200 miles of an area called Mischief Reef to try and keep the peace between the nations. So, what are some current events? In 2012, China began moving in and building man made islands into military bases illegally. It claims these bases are for scientific purposes and tourism. However, recent data has shown that they are weaponizing these islands. The Japanese and the Chinese have not really gotten along very well since the 1930s before Japan's invasion of China. Japan is not very happy about China's building military bases close to its coastline. The Japanese Minister of Defense has said that Japan will not allow China to become a threat.